dead though. What you gonna do? Anyway, hi, I'm Uncle Nate. Here, coming at you live from New York City. Live from New York. It's Saturday morning. It's not really. Lexington Avenue. So I'm hearing Stephen Colbert had a meltdown. It's like a tantrum, which is what I expect. Appealing smiles. Ladies? Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'm happily married. That's one thing I have to say to you. But all of you should get happily married. I'm all up for whatever LGBTQ. But at some point, whatever makes you strong in that movement, you want to pass on to your son. You know? And me, I'm sterile, so it's just like I just adopt people. You could be my son. I've been all over the world. So you should see basically like the fruits of my teachings. Just arrogant, smug, and in perfect place. You know what I mean? It's like he will not be moved. Usually within 15 minutes, some security is like, you can't do that. Like that's not cool. But I don't think so. You know? I just don't think so. Don't get hurt. Have a great time. Buy all the things. Kiss a girl. Do it. If somebody had coached me when I was like whatever age, other than God, of course, and Jesus, but like somebody, and I've had a lot of mentors all my life, you know, but none like me, you know. Hey, the thing is, like, some people are perpetual bachelors. It can't be helped. There's a spectrum. The guys like me who are happily married, and dudes who just want to play the field until, like, whatever. Until doomsday, until World War III. It's like Captain James Tiberius Kirk. It's like, yeah, Earth is gone, but there's other planets, so I'm going to explore that. Hello, Cheddar. How about a like, or how about a dislike? This is the dislike live stream. And I hope you dislike my stream. I dislike myself. Jesus said that. Unless you hate your life and all the world, you cannot be my disciple. And it's like, he'll put you in a very comfortable position. And it's like, how come nobody's attacking me? Because they're scared of you. But it's so boring when you're just scary. Yeah, that's the point. You have to hate the comfortable life. The cortisol addiction, just like punching a cop. Sure, you get away with it, but there are consequences to this. Much better to do a peaceful protest. This is my home. Don't try to eject me from my home, or my office. Most people go to Starbucks. Just like the black people, they said, like, give a guy a MacBook, he suddenly got work in public. It's true. You could take the most hood grimy gangster, give him a MacBook, and suddenly he's making websites. That's amazing to me. All I want to do is get a belly laugh or a laugh or a smile. Hubba hubba. If I see more girls, a wolf whistle. Like that shit. All those streams ago, I did that, and some older man, white man, looked at me like, you swing that way? And he showed me his ankle. I was like, no, sir. I am just practicing my English here. Whoa, no bra. Hooray for you. Good, good, good. I like it. Very pendulous. You gotta be married to make all these comments, But he's got tons of uncles. I'm just the visible one. Because it's more ironic. I'm trying to be an invisible Asian male ninja uncle. And I'm visible. That's called contradiction. It's like, I couldn't be more visible if I was covered in paint or something. Just don't get hurt, bicyclist, I almost saw very many accidents. But it's been like 20 minutes. And, I've been to Barcelona and just like, Dad, Mom, where are you? Waiting 20, 30 minutes. Then I find them. You can't really get lost in God's world. God will always find you. It's like, what do you think you're doing? Hiding? Yeah. You guys should see, That's like Lucy Liu, kind of. And she didn't slap me. I covered the Palestine rally yesterday with all the cops and nothing happened. And I'm waiting today to see something happen, like the second coming of Jesus Christ. in the clouds. Nothing. It's just nothing happens. So you just keep nodding. Sometimes people nod this way and it's just like whatever. You know? My Jewish friend is walking the street, nobody attacking him at all. Yeah, that's what I thought, you know? Safety and security first. Even the Antifa. Like, there should be an Antifa rally here. Bike lots. Where the fuck is all that shit? You don't even need a bike lot. You see that? That's a bike lot. That's the Antifa presence here. They're so lazy. Punch a Nazi, they said. Some Nazis punch back, of course, but not a lot. So, you know, I'm trying to do an epic meltdown, this like the scale of Hebron. But if you're lazy like me, if you're slothful, acedia, you're still a deadly vice. You know, the only reason sloth was classed in with the demons because he's too lazy to attack God and help Satan. It's just like I don't have to, right? I mean, God will punish me anyway, no matter what you do. If you win, God will overcome and punish me. If you lose, God will punish me. So why the fuck do I have to move? I'm doing maximum sloth already. Yeah. Sometimes people make a right turn on a clear one way. You see that? There's two one-way signs, and they still make a right in here. So you just gotta adjust. See, like some people they don't give a shit. You know, there should be like dancing girls here. Enjoy perfect dancing girls. As you can see, my magic is utterly depleted because of that guy. Merit. Climate change. Al Gore is it on X, and I responded to his thread. Kapitan, del Presidente. I just say hi to everybody. Not everybody. Like, obviously, if you say hi to cops, they'll look at you like, step away. Step back. Not too friendly, I'm wearing a uniform. No hugs. But other than that, where are all my fellow Filipinos, you know? It's like, we need to be free too, somehow. Here's the thing. They keep saying free Palestine, there's starving kids in Gaza. I doubt it. A lot. You can hire a dead body, you know? It's like, are you done with that? I've seen, like, that thing with Wanted and Angelina Jolie. They use cadavers for target practice, honestly. Is that you, Angie? You suck. Ever since Hackers, you dropped off with your weak ankles. And you know it. You know, go adopt 50 more. Don't get hurt, kiddo. You know, that's... I always wonder if they're going to trip or something. So anyway, I could show you the newborn king. Not gonna. You're going to have to speculate. You know, the second coming. I am the exclusive videographer of not only rallies and riots, but, of crowning kings, you know? And threatening people is just like, whatever. This is the best. Hubba. Wow. Wear less clothes, why don't you? If you don't look, you're gay. Like, he looked. He's definitely straight. You know what I mean? But if you don't look, you're gay. It's okay to be gay. I don't mind. As long as you all just impregnate one woman. It's not like all women. Just one. Pass on your gay genes, you know? Then have a nice, like, domestic partnership. Adopt kids. There's some pedos adopting kids. Like, sex offenders. And it's like, I have a muffin and we're going to kiss him. I'm like, ugh. There are things about that, you know? I don't want to be that kind of guy. I could have been. Oh, sassy girls right there. That's the test, though. If you look at, like, black girls, it's like, you're not gay, but then they're going to accuse you of something worse. Basically, you're a troublemaker if you pursue exclusively black girls. You know how they are. And you just caught up the bug. You went native. Me, look at my pigment. Do I look black to you? Nah, not even. It's good. Belly laughs all day. Very good. And then you know what Tim Pool did? Timothy Daniel Pool, on his Timcast yesterday, he started mocking Michelle Obama. It's like, she's a woman, but she's old and ugly. So why are you going to call her a man? As a legal defense, that is airtight. Even if she was a man, She was like, well, you want to be known as a woman. Women get old and ugly. There's nothing she could say to that. Barack, kill him. No, he's right. You know what I mean? Get him killed, Barack. No. So he has a point. The boy, like, the emperor has no clothes. You were born a man, you want to die a woman, you're going to get old and ugly. Logic, you know? I'm going to get old and ugly. I'm already old and ugly. I'm 48 years old. You can't out ugly me, by the way. Here I am eating, like, basically you see that? I'm right in the zone of fire. You know what I mean? Here is like the safest smoking area of all time. There is nobody, I guarantee with my life, that will bother you for smoking here. Because I do this point. It's like going to the airport and it's like, sir, there's a smoking area. Yeah, looks like a cage. And there he's on the move. You can't stop a young man. Once you say it's the safest, he immediately transfers. I don't want to be in a safe place. I want to go where the danger is. I remember being that young and stupid. I love it. I, I'm not supposed to be safe at home. I'm going to break out of this joint. You missed him, too. I caught eyes on the kid. The way he walks, he got that swagger. It's like babysitting a kid. It's like, okay, I'm going home now. You're not going to stay here forever? For all time? No, I have a wife and no kids. I'm just going to eat some food. And then as soon as you're gone, it's like, well, it's time to burn down the house again. I want him to come back. He's the only one who can stop me from burning down the house. Yeah? I have here like a thing that is very, very, it creates ash. Yeah? I love it that there's no more. Thank you. They're not wearing bras anymore, man.
No, sorry. You're all right. You're my bro.
Thank you, brother. You can make more money or make more Manny. If I had 1,000 soldiers like Manny, jeez, there's no country I couldn't take over. That's why I'm not in a war frame. I'm in peacetime mode. Free, free peacetime. From the river to the sea, all the peacetime shall be free. You can see the effects of peacetime. See? All the world is at peace, and I'm holding this. No matter how fragile my failure, people on this corner can just conduct commerce, no problem. You can yell at me as my dad or my boss all day. It's your privilege until I die. Who are you going to yell at after that? You're going to go to my headstone and it's like, Nate, what are you doing? Because my dad doesn't tolerate slackers. I'm the only slacker, like the controlled opposition, that's allowed. You know? Only one per company. Or if you know about seeding at all, you got one champion. One champion loser. That's me. And it's a gig, you know? I can reliably produce losses. Or if I do more with less. And you don't want to be like stressed like her.
I told you, that's why I don't understand.
See, that's a winner. Winners are stressed all the time. Us losers, we just like relax. Yeah. If a winner's pissed around you, relax. They're gonna win using all their winner tactics. That's a winner right there. I'm wearing like black clothes in the 100-degree weather. Doesn't bother me. My country and my culture have a system. I wouldn't even wear like an overcoat in like that. I would be sweating balls. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. I took care of the kid. It's like I told him, this is the safest corner of all time. What did he do? He immediately ran off. I'm going to burn down Grand Central. That's how you manipulate children. Tell them you're in a safe space. I hate it here. Nothing works. It's too safe. Gotta find me a girl. Ask any grandfather or grandmother. You know? There's some who are obligated to look at me, and I'm teaching them. Like, we have an all-new intern, and I was like, You better have a tough skin working for Fiesta in America. I've developed a thin skin. It was so thick I didn't care, and then I had to care more. Ooh, also, I'm getting a lot of these things. This is free. This is the old wood, and it's gonna burn. I don't mind having all this shit on my head, as long as it doesn't go into my eye. You know, all out with the old, in with the new. If you could smell, like you can't transmit smells over the internet, but watch me try. I want you to imagine what my taint smells like, all of you. The smarter and more intelligent you are, the more it will smell. Like it's 100 degrees. I'm wearing one white underwear, and I have hemorrhoids, and I eat a lot of good, rich, luxurious food. That's the smell. The more wood they come, it's like the more wood smell I can do. This is actually a very old wood. And God will give me incense where there seems to be no incense. And, normally I'd be miffed, but it's actually like free. It's like money from heaven or soap. Yeah, they're gonna have somebody vacuum this, but if I'm lucky, like the guy chipping above will land it right there. Do you think? I'll bet you all $1.22. Oh, God will make a way. See, if people like complain about this, they two people in my chat. Ew, gross. He works in ways. See, wouldn't you rather listen to Don Moen on YouTube where he plays the fiddle? He's obviously musically talented. Without the words, he got me singing. Hey, Sean. So look, I'm trying to burn down Manhattan. Wish me luck. It's like a cat trying to open cat food. Meow. It's somehow locked against all my claws. Would you mind opening the fancy feast? So these are the interlocks of God. Do you believe in God, Sean? I prefer it if you say no. Is it like then I can convert you to Catholicism? You know? I saw the newborn king, the second coming of Jesus, punk, but appropriate punk. And then as soon as I told him this is the safest corner of all time, it's like a smoking area in an airport, he immediately wanted to destroy, break things. But, so you believe in the God named But, B-U-T. You mention him all the time. That is the God But. Hi, But. The God But is Jewish, completely. You ever met a Jewish man who didn't say But? That's how they summon shit. And you're a cat. Do you believe in only one cat? You could go to the shelter and adopt 50 cats. Nobody is stopping you, especially me. Okay? Then it's cat holistic. Do you believe in holistic Ayurveda and all that shit? See, like all you worshippers of negativity, never think about what's the exact opposite of negativity. More negativity, right? More like the Satan Xerox company. What if you met the Sphinx? Like, let's say I was the Sphinx, and something bad was going to happen to you within the next 93 hours. And here I am asking dumb questions all the time, hoping to avert disaster. And it wouldn't be because of me or anything you did. It's just guaranteed within the next 93 hours, something bad will happen. All I'm doing is claiming credit. So, my question as the Sphinx is, what do you think about the Satan Xerox company? If you answer this wrong, something bad will happen to you. Even if you answer it all right, something bad will still happen to you. That's guaranteed. Exactly. And then, about like flipping a coin 1,000,000,000 times. Just because it's heads like half the time doesn't mean the next one's going to be heads. That's called independent results. Now, if I guaranteed good things will happen to you in the next 93 hours, would you believe me? Of course not. Because the first thing is like, I don't have the slightest clue in all this. What you consider good. You might have an enemy, it's like you want him to fall down a manhole. It doesn't happen. That's a bad thing. All right? So since it's more likely that bad things, or I'll disappoint you, will happen, I claim credit for that. God is the one who does all the good things. Ah, Michael Imperioli was not only in Sopranos, but he was in Lucifer too, and he played Uriel, I think. And then so Lucifer would crack wise. It's like that. I bet that's the only time you get heads. There's one joke. Where's the next one? There's a very good scene. All you have to do is look at Michael Imperioli, Lucifer. Okay? So there's one joke from Sean. Where's the other? Lay it on me. What's the heaps? I see you have some hesitation. No follow up? That's what she said. With your imaginary wife. Is that all? There's one joke. Where's the other one? It's like walking down the street and you have one leg. Hey, it's hippity hoppity Sean. That's not a joke either, but I'll choose to laugh. He thinks the wife is real. And there's the other joke. Please. I've looked, and your song about, I don't forget the one about Roxy and shit. It was adept. It's like a song about the Bronx. I didn't think, I was just like letting YouTube curate all my songs, and your song came up. I was like, the word Bronx was mentioned here. Like Hitler? Why wouldn't she leave you for Adolf Hitler? List all the reasons why she should stay. Hitler looks different these days. I've tried to claim I was Adolf Hitler, but then I realized I'm Filipino. This is a reality check. So that's why your wife isn't real. If she's leaving you soon, your marriage is annulled. It never happened at all. And it never will resurface. Unless you like collecting divorces. And then the only answer, if like, I'm leaving you and taking all my stuff, where else would you go? Can you even say that in my chat? Most of the girls here are not even wearing bras at this point. Right? So you can't even say a simple phrase like, where else would you go? Not even being mean like bitch. Just like, where else would you go, wife? You can't even say that. And we all know it. You never will say all these words in the chat or out loud. The Bible was written to be spoken, not just merely glanced at. I try a lot of stuff. Even amen, the last word, is like, is that all? Jesus didn't have a lot of things to say after amen. By the way, I forgot. Wait a minute. And then it's like, if your wife is truly leaving you, my wife's threatened to leave me over 40 times. If you don't shape up, I'm leaving you. I'm going to take all my stuff. And I've never said, where else would you go? Because I know a few places she would go. And apparently, so do you. Okay? So if you don't know who she's cheating with, pick like 80 Australians. Or if it's one of those long-distance wives, pick 80, model UN people. Who the fuck knows? You're going to get old and ugly, Sean. Look at me. I'm already old and ugly. I've embraced my meme status. Old and ugly guy. Even Grok was like, man with a beard. He didn't say woman with a beard. That would have been embarrassing. You're right. I'm going to treat this as if it's a deadly serious deposition. Really? Tell us all about this. And then whoop whoop. Would you say this statement to the police? Or Australian police? In Melbourne or wherever the fuck you are? Officer, she will go back to her farm in Saskatchewan where the Cambodians are trying to punch on. I went from long hair and sexy to fat and bald in the last 2 years. Well, guess what, Sean? You won. 4chan favors the bald. Go to 4chan, make a post, and say the exact same thing. Within 15 minutes, after you wait 15 minutes to post, you'll either sign up for a 4chan account or you'll wait 15 minutes watching some porn, and then the piranha, the 4chan B, will eat your post alive. Oh yeah? Where's the hair here? Or here? Do I have hair on the bridge of my nose? I lost all my hair in the meme war. Okay? At least you have hair. I'm bald on my nose. Like Mavis, I'm bald on my forehead. Look at this. I'm supposed to be Wolfman Jack. Look at what they did to all my hair. At least you have hair. You call this hair? This isn't hair. It's just partial. You can call me partial Bruce Mathers. I don't know. Tell me. You haven't even shown me a picture of you. I had to use the AI, and it's like, imagine Sean. And they showed me this scary ass guy. Melee guy. Looks like you swing swords all day. And now you have the audacity, the temerity, the insolence, and the impudence to say you're fat and balding. No, that's your cat. And if you're a cat, tell me what I just said right now. I'm going to say, wow, 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 cat. I'm very fluent in actual cat. If you are truly a cat, write what I just said, verbatim. This guy beat you to it. Slow for a cat. A slow cat is a dead cat. That cat just told me what I said. So you are not a cat. You're a human being, most likely. And you averted your destiny of being the greatest melee combatant warrior of all time to go on sex tours and fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. No, it wasn't. The other cat told me, sorry, I'm in the night watch. Tisk, 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 kid. Even in like a country where there are 2 warring factions, if I spout gibberish in their so-called language, one of them will be like, that's garbage. That means nothing. His enemy will be like, it is prophesied that somebody would say that. He's absolutely correct. Tell me I'm wrong. Argue with your wife, quote unquote. Because you know, if somebody wants to steal your wife, most likely they'll get your wife. So why are you here? What are you doing on planet Earth, Sean? Make up your mind. You're already number 1. I've seen the second coming of our Lord Jesus Christ and Redeemer. He looks pissed. He looks ready to knock over some garbage cans. I just told him, this is the safest smoking area. Please stay within here, okay? First thing he does, he runs off. Amateur. Yeah, but the proper phrasing is oi, amateur physique. There's no oi. You need an attention word. You're sadly lacking in, like, even Jewish gibberish or Yiddish. Right. Define escape. You know what ex-wife is? Here, I'm going to read this. I'm here to witness the return of Jesus and learn to ex-wife Satan's grasp. So according to your voluntary statement, your wife, soon to be ex-wife, is Satan. So why do you want to stay with her? Tell me the reasons. By letting her run away from you, you escape Satan's grasp. Even Satan don't want you. You know? And at first it sounds cool. Satan doesn't want me. About 6 months later of depression, even Satan doesn't want me. You know what I mean? If you're a man about it. It's like, why don't you watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Yo, Phil, Uncle Phil, why don't he want me, man? Why doesn't he don't want me? That's Will Smith before, and it is actually Sorry Ladies in the Night's Watch. Okay? Again, I'll just call you Hesitation Cat. All hail the Hesitation Cat, formerly Sean. Let's see you try make a name change based on hesitation. If you actually do it, you're not Hesitation Cat. Right. You know this phrasing, recent Moloch? That's Nathan Mendez. So let's say it. Satan got inside her, but I'm trying to rid her of all the Nathan Mendez. Lots of luck, I'm still alive. I have many names. Nate Mendez, Nathan Mendez, Nathaniel Mendez. That's just from one Jewish sounding name. I could have been named Phylactery Mendez. The fun phylactery. Yes, you are extremely lazy, much like a cat. Instead of getting an extension cord, it's too far from the bed. It's stretched. And then it's like a $6 extension cord or 25,000. I don't give a shit. The utility provided by an extension cord would make you less stretched. But no. Sean is too special to buy a fucking extension cord. When's that last time you kissed your wife? If you do, kiss her and post a picture. Just your lips, so it's not identifiable. There's the third thousand joke. Fine. You want to be a joker? Enjoy Joker for all time. He's inside your head now. He's the one coaching you. Now the real challenge for you is delivering it like with a straight face, like this, as like so. I'm gonna summon all my deadly serious look of disapproval black man walking through spring break. I usually have my laptop, but I didn't want to risk bringing it overseas because it contains CP. Right, so she's right there. Put her on the thing. Hey, Sean's wife. All wives have a voice around me. Write something stupid, please. You're a woman. Pretend you're Sean. How well do you really know your husband? If you write something in this chat and I can't tell the difference, you're probably really good with your husband. Don't leave him. But if you write something that's patently dumbass woman, then I'll know you're his wife. He just said you farted. Is this true? Maybe you can tell him you're his imaginary wife after all these years of leading him along. You've been talking to a fern all this time. Or a skunk. Who knows? There's so many witches that turn into cats, and then cats that turn into women. What's your real say about what? Yep, she is a dumb broad. Yeah, you're a happily married moron. That's what I'm saying. What a dumb whore. You see my friend over here? This is New York. There. He's a nice piece of ace for all you, those who lust. Hey, Doc. Say about what? It's like you're in an episode of Saw. SAW. Say about what? You married Jigsaw, you retard. Time to play. Would you like to play a game called I Found an Australian Man to Replace Me? So this is your chance of happiness, Sean. You see how I've tried to kindle much flame? In fact, let's see. A lot of times, marriage counseling is just trying to rekindle the spark. I don't think it's working at all. This is your marriage falling apart. Maybe. Who knows? Do you see it burning into flame? Yeah, no. Why is she speaking in broken English? That's the state of your marriage. In fact, to show you how useless you are in God's plan, I'm just doing this. Oh yeah? Make her write something in Thai then. I'm very easygoing. I'm not forcing anybody to speak in English for all time. Have her change the keyboard to the Thai keyboard so I can see. And my response to whatever she says is, in this economy, what are you, crazy woman? We can't afford another Trump. What that mean in Thai? It's nonsense. It's gibberish. See if she agrees. Maybe she'll be offended. How dare you say that? That's the worst thing you can say to a Thai woman, and we know it.
Not working.
There's all this new construction going on. Everything is like on the way up. Batman reduces property values. I, the Joker, do the exact opposite. Do it. There's so many people. All these people want the sequel. Always sucks. You probably use a donkey named Daisy. Honk. I poop from there, says the donkey. Not right now, you don't. The dialogue write itself. See, got you laughing. Try not to laugh challenge. Hee haw. No, sadly, I brought two pairs of underwear at all times. Once the devil knows you're prepared, it's like he's gonna try mental delusions. Are you the devil, Sean? You know, let's see. I have one. Now they're inner Satan and accuser. So I want you to say all that again, and I want to see the lovely, big, beautiful Bill bold text with a wrench. I asked you a question. Are you Satan? No, I'm going to work. I work in an office. It's got a nice exit sign. That's Scrump Texan. Yeah. Everything good?
Bossmate,
Yes, sir.
I'm
That's me.
not here when your dad comes,
Uh huh.
and I'm not here.
Uh huh.
Can you try to explain it to him?
Yes, I will try. He's going to be so very upset at all
Yeah,
this.
and ask him what his idea. I mean, I can put a strap, but maybe he have a better idea. Maybe he doesn't want me to do that.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I can only put a strap.
The strap is the easier way.
The tape's not gonna work because
Yeah, it's very
it
heavy.
might fall.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there you go. You know better than me.
Mhm. Not by much.
Ano naman, nagpipicture sila, bigla natumba sa tayo. Ang dirito yung ano, basta hindi ko na tinanggal ha, yung buo,
Right.
place that is,
Mhm.
stick it out over there.
Got it.
And then, nandun yung ano, yung,
Wing.
South Texas. How did you do that? You turned
Consider that a demotion. Let's see how you
Yeah,
do.
just front like trying.
It's too itchy. Causes a rash. I might just print out a T-shirt with that, so it doesn't give me a rash. It looks like it, but I'm more of a polo guy. Unless you're an anti-polo guy. You wearing a polo shirt right now? Anyway, if you do Destroying Daisy too, like give it a cool tagline like Dukes of Hazzard. And confirm, by the power of Jesus, you will speak in blue again before all his angels and saints. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways you cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide, only closely to his side. With each new way, Destroying Daisy, Dukes of Hazzard, on theaters now.
That shirt is nice. Why don't you